This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. What does a manager do? So many of them don't know their own job. But that's because one of the hardest professional transitions to make is becoming a manager. Yet in any growing organization, you may be forced into that transition, ready or not. It was a tense day at Green Growing Things. The Audrey twos were agitated because Melvin and Europa were fighting. Europa, with her experience secretly running the economies of the entire Eastern Bloc, has naturally been the overall manager of the new store. Melvin has been in charge of the inventory department. Europa ordered 16 bags of potting soil for the Audrey twos without telling Melvin. He's livid. She says, I saw that the plant's roots were showing, poor things. Someone needed to order soil, so of course I did it. I pride myself on being a team player and doing what needs to be done. Melvin thinks differently. Europa has no respect for me. She just tramples all over my projects willy-nilly. We don't have anyone scheduled to receive orders that day, and there's no room in the warehouse to store the extra soil. Neither is wrong. The problem is that their roles have changed, and they've never gotten clear about what the new ones are. Growth drives changes. In a small business, everyone does everything. Europa handles billing, customer service, and inventory. And when a customer complains that their Audrey twos ate their cat, she knows off the top of her head that that customer was behind in their payments, so they don't qualify for a free pet replacement TM. Thus, there's no need to order more replacement pets for inventory. Then the business grows. There are more customers, so many that it's a full-time job for 3 people just to handle customer calls. Those people are 100% devoted to customer service. They don't know about anything else. Someone else handles collections and someone else handles inventory. The people who did everything when the organization is small do fewer jobs more deeply as the organization grows. Europa has a choice. She can either be one customer service person in the department if she stays at the same level, or she can rise into management. As a manager, however, her job is very different from simply doing everything she did before. Managers get things done through others. With 3 people doing customer service, someone has to coordinate. Someone has to assign customers to service reps and spread the workload between them. If there's too much work, someone needs to hire more staff people. Someone must also help the team define customer service standards and train new team members in those standards. This mysterious someone is a manager. Frontline workers do things. Managers don't. Managers get things done through other people. A customer service rep serves customers by giving them a new pet to replace the one that got eaten by their Audrey two. A customer service manager serves the customer by hiring, training, and helping the reps provide the replacement pets. The manager does the job by building an organization, not by doing the work directly. Managers translate goals. Managers form the glue that keeps an organization together. When Bernice says, "Our vision is to be the safest plant store in the neighborhood," managers translate that company vision into goals for their department and employees. Europa, general manager, works with Melvin, who runs the inventory department, and together they ask, if we're going to be the safest plant store around, what changes will the inventory department need to make? That's easy, says Melvin. We should repair the unstable steps on the loading dock. We should stop giving elementary school kids tours of the Audrey two holding pens, and we shouldn't store barrels of deadly pesticide under the bridge by the local reservoir. Melvin just outlined his department's goals for the year. Europa has worked with Melvin to translate the company's vision into department goals. Now, Melvin will translate department goals into goals for his workers. Europa's son, Thomas, is working for Melvin as his summer job, so Melvin tells Thomas to move the barrels from the reservoir into a properly shielded room in the basement. Organizations have cross-department needs. Thomas may shield the barrels by putting them into a proper room in the basement. Managers shield their departments from the rest of the company. People in one area of a company often have needs that affect another area. If Melvin's department is to reach their goals, they need to be able to coordinate their work amongst themselves. Europa may discover that she needs inventory numbers for an analysis she's doing. She could walk downstairs, find Thomas, and say, "I'm your mother, she who must be obeyed. Get me those numbers now." Thomas would get her the numbers, and by doing so, he would upset the barrel moving schedule and throw the entire rest of the inventory department's plans into chaos. Melvin's job as a manager of inventory is to shield the department from Europa. He isn't doing this out of spite or nastiness. It's just how the workload gets balanced. If Europa needs something in Melvin's purview, she can ask Melvin. I need inventory numbers for our strategy analysis. Melvin then figures out how to get the numbers to Europa with as little disruption as possible to the projects that his people are working on. Maybe Europa's request is more important than any of inventory's current goals, and in that case, Europa and Melvin together can discuss that and decide when and how to interrupt Thomas. But even though Europa is his manager, Melvin is the gatekeeper and coordinator of his department. He's involved in decisions about the department because Europa doesn't have the detailed enough knowledge of inventories, plans, and concerns to know how to best get what she wants. By working together, Europa and Melvin get stuff done that meets the needs of the organization and the needs of their individual departments. If you find yourself getting into management, change how you think of your job. Don't think, my job is to get stuff done. Think, my job is to help my people get stuff done. You do that by translating higher-level goals into goals for your team. You also serve as a shield between your team and the rest of the organization so that people can put all of their efforts into their current projects. Melvin and Europa talked. Europa realized that her order screwed up orders that were already in process. Going forward, she'll work with Melvin on inventory issues rather than doing things herself. The store is once again humming smoothly and the Audrey 2s are happy. And we like it when the Audrey 2s are happy. I'm Steve Robbins. Email questions to getitdone@quickanddirtytips.com. I help high achievers accelerate or change their businesses and careers. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com. That's STEVERROBBINS.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.